Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's do some absolute value. Now, we remember that absolute value of a particular number, say 4 equals 4. Absolute value of -4 also equals 4 because what you're really asking is on a number line, how far from 0 is that number? Well, 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4 units this way, 4 units this way, 1, 2, 3, 4. -4 is 4 units this way. So with everything absolute value, it always turns it positive. But you always, when solving something like this, have two options. In this case, that x that's in there could be +6, or that x that's in there could be -6. We don't know because +6 absolute value is 6, -6 absolute value is 6. So this still works when we start talking about absolute values of equations. So if I have absolute value of x plus 2 equals 7, in this case, we're going to make two options. X plus 2 equals, well, it could be -7, and x plus 2 equals +7. And then we solve both of them. -2, -2, -2, -2. X equals -9, x equals 5. If I were to graph these on a number line, I would say, oh, here's one dot at -9, and here's one dot way up here at 5. Okay, so that's solving with absolute value equations. But what happens if the absolute value isn't an equation, but an inequality like these guys here? Well, there's a couple things we need to take a look at. The easiest thing is x plus 2 is less than 7. Just like every other greater than or less than that we've dealt with, you still do this exact same thing. So in the case of an absolute value, we have x plus 2 is less than 7 and x plus 2 -7. Now, because I put a negative in, because they're greater than or less than signs, when I insert a negative into that 7, I need to take this sign and switch it. So instead of less than, it's greater than. Now, same rules still apply. -2, -2, -2. X is less than 5. X is greater than -9. Now, if I had divided or multiplied by a negative, I would have to switch those signs. But I don't have to in this case because I'm not multiplying or dividing by a negative. So in this case, I'm still going to put them on the number line. -9, +5. Now, this is where we do the greater than or less than. My question to you is open circles or closed circles? Open circles, obviously, because there's no equal to. Open circles, open circles. Now here's my problem. Which way do I shade? I don't know which way I shade. Now I could think about it one way and just say, well, is 0 in the middle? If 0's in the middle, why don't I just try 0? Is 0 less than 5? Yes. Is 0 greater than -9? Yes. So did it work? Yes. That's where I shade. I shade in the middle. Now that's one way to think about it. Another way to think about it is if x is less than 5, it's going to be shaded that way. If x is greater than -9, it's shaded this way. Which part is doubled over? Well, the part here in the middle is doubled over. So let's practice another one of those. If I take 2x minus 3 absolute value, but instead of less than, let's use greater than or equal to 5, greater than or equal to 5. So here we go, 2x minus 3 greater than or equal to 5, just like you see it. 2x minus 3 is, -5, so I got to go less than or equal to, +3, +3, +3, +3. 2x is greater than or equal to 8. 2x is less than or equal to -2. Divide by 2, divide by 2. Do I need to switch the signs? The answer, of course, is no, because we're not multiplying or dividing by a negative. Gone. So I'm left with x is greater than or equal to -4. I'm sorry, x is greater than or equal to 4. X is less than or equal to -1. So let's put that on the number line. -1, +4. Now here's the question. Open circles are closed. Well, since it's greater than or equal to, it's going to be closed, closed. Now let's try our 0 again. Hey, is 0 between it? Sure. Now why am I choosing 0? Only because it's easy to try. So is 0 greater than 4? Oh, no, it's not. X is 0. Is 0 less than or equal to -1? No. So did this work here in the middle? The answer is no. So if it didn't work in the middle, I'm not going to shade the middle. I'm going to shade out here. Now, if you don't believe me, all you got to do is go try some numbers out here, see if those two numbers work. So that's all there is to inequalities, okay? Solving absolute value inequalities. Kind of reviewed some absolute values, some equations, some inequalities, done a couple examples. Homework, let's take a look at homework. We are looking at page 314, as math people like to call it, page pi. And let's go ahead and do down, down, down. Come on, little feller, you can do it. Where did it go? All right, there we are. Okay, page 314. Let's go 2 through 28 even. 2 through 28 even. There you go. So page 314, 2 to 28 even. All right, guys, thank you.